Yo.
Hello.
Hey.
Yo. Let's blow stuff up.
Yo, what's up, guys?
We're back.
Guess
Round
who's
2
back?
this week of blowing stuff up. Folks, welcome back to the Producer Lounge. It's your weekly, bi-weekly music production broadcast. It's episode 270. We made it.
Wow. We're in the 70 club.
And you know who's bringing us in?
Who's bringing us in?
The Quartzzion.
Yo.
Welcome on the show.
Thanks so much for having me on the pod, y'all.
Of course. We're so happy to fucking have you here and talk some shop.
Yeah,
It's
we've been
exciting.
already talking shop.
Yeah.
Quite a
true.
bit.
I was told to stop talking shop a little bit.
Yeah.
Save it for the pod.
Save it for
the
the pod. You gotta sometimes just work it in.
Yeah. I mean, that's what happens when you just get around other music nerds. You're
Yep.
just like, oh, the
Yep.
thing we all love.
Oh, what are you doing there?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I could infinitely talk about art in the creative process, so
Sure.
this is perfect platform.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Well,
Same.
what are your plugs? You got any plugs? You got any shows?
Yes.
Where can people find you on the internet and stuff like that?
Absolutely. It's Quartzzion on Instagram. It's Quartz with 2 Z's, ION, and then find me there on SoundCloud as well. Popping up at Cheeseman Park next Monday if anybody wants to pull up. Gonna have a sound system and kind of an open deck format after I play a birthday set, so that'll be sweet. And I've got a new song coming out tentatively May 14th.
Sick.
I still have to send the master out to my boy, so yeah, tentative, but like I'm hoping for May 14th. His turnaround's usually pretty good, so
Nice.
stoked about that one. Kind of coming out of not really releasing like an official song in like over a year and a half, so really
Oh, wow.
excited to get some
Yeah.
new stuff
Yeah.
out.
That's exciting.
So May 14th.
Nice.
Let's go.
Sick. May 14th. You heard it here first.
May 14th.
May 14th?
May, yeah.
New Quartzzion.
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody. Our Instagrams have the number 400 in front of them. It's basically just us and some random
guy.
acoustics company or something.
Yeah, I can't
don't
remember
know.
what it is.
And if you're watching on YouTube, hit subscribe.
Oh,
Eventually, we'll be able to make money off of it, but we need more subscribers.
Oh, we're making
true.
lots of money off this. We're
We're bankrolling
bankrolling.
right now.
Well, you
yeah.
are.
Yeah, no, we like all y'all are. We're all on the come up, like everybody
Yes.
in this room.
Let's
so
go.
yeah,
Let's go. Also,
Coming up.
on the 23rd,
I want the world to...
Yeah, it's the 23rd.
we put together a secret lineup for the
Oh,
Dub
shit.
Den show.
Ooh.
And it's all past guests of the pod.
Mm-hmm.
You know what that means.
And
Allegedly.
oh shit, heavy
low
hitters.
key heavy hitters. Yeah.
Yeah.
Low key some heavy hitters in there.
honestly.
And I was a little surprised at how willing basically everybody that I asked was to do it. I was like, damn, okay. Let's go.
Yeah.
This is sick. So this is just how we're going to do it. Whenever we throw a show, we're just going to not tell you who it is, and you'll just have to trust us.
Yeah.
That's our kind of...
Which is a pretty fun
This
move.
is the move.
And
Yeah.
we
This is the
know
move we're going for.
This is the way.
Yeah, we know lots of destroyers, and
Yeah.
they're down to hang.
Yeah.
So that's the 23rd at the Black Box, guys.
Yes.
Tickets are already on sale, I think.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Seems like it should
Go
just
snag
be
'em.
in our Instagram.
And
Oh,
then,
it's gotta be.
And then you can come
Yeah.
hang out with us
Yeah.
in the lounge.
Yeah.
Come hang.
Come hang. Come hang.
Come hang, guys.
Yeah. bring it. It'll be a bunch of short sets, so it'll be fun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So anyway.
Yeah, it's not like we only have 3 people. There's a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. So yesterday, I got a hair up my ass to make. I was trying to make a sound brighter. And so
Keyword.
I threw a spiff on there to try and brighten up the highs, and it just sounded like super mono on me. So I instead threw a like a stereo splitter, like a left-right split
Nice.
on there, and then threw the spiff on both sides and just made them a little bit different.
Nice.
And the way that the prickliness on the width sounded, it was just so cool. And I just thought it was fun. So I figured I would tell the world.
Yeah, that's a great tip. I feel like I'm kind of sleeping on Spiff's full advantages. I have it. It's one of the plugins I was stoked to get like on the last like Black Friday plugin endeavor. And yeah, it's cool to hear some like new ways to use it. I would definitely try that.
Yeah.
I've never used it either. I've always wanted to.
A lot of the stuff by OEK, is that the company that makes
I don't know.
Spiff?
Is that the company?
I think so, and they do one
I
called
never knew
Bloom
that.
as well.
Okay.
They're pretty nice. Yeah, they've got some good stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't really use it very much. I just had it on there, and a couple guests had brought it up like, oh yeah, I love Spiff for this and this, and I was like, oh yeah, I'll make it brighter with that thing. That thing's like cool, and I never use it. I always try to think of like something that I haven't used a lot to like when I'm trying to get creative.
Totally.
And get my sounds like to do something different.
Yeah.
But
It's fun trying to use that as like a left-right. Like you're almost doing like a Haas effect, but
Right.
with
exactly.
transient shaping.
Exactly.
Like, I don't know,
Right.
that's weird. I feel like I haven't seen that before.
It's such a fucking good way to get width, is just putting a left-right split on things, and then putting different things on either side.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and the mix doesn't even have to be that much. It can be at like 20% and immediately is like
Yep.
wide.
Yeah, it's pretty fun.
That's almost the move. I think we were maybe talking about this last week, but do you know the plugin Stab?
Oh, I'm not familiar with that one.
ST4B. It's just like a transient shaper. It's multi-band, so it's got like 4 bands. It's pretty simple, but it's just like a fun, effective thing. But we were talking about just do 4 of those in a row, and then have macros on each of the like little band areas you can kind of control.
Okay.
But like not intuitively throwing that on like your bass sounds and like legato basses and just weird basses. Like throw a transient shaper on your basses. I guess it doesn't even have to be Stab.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and it does weird shit. If your bass has like enough movement where it kind of just like triggers the transient shaper in some weird way, like I don't know. I've been playing around with that a bunch. It's been super fun.
Yeah, I think anytime we can use a plugin to like its not intended purpose as a creative is really powerful, because like we were kind of touching a little bit on it before the pod, but any time that you can access like a new way to create a sound or to get excited about a certain kind of sound, it's like just you're amplifying your potential to make good music. Like when you're not getting too like stuck in, oh, this is a transient shaper, I have to use it on these perks, and you're saying like you're using it on your bass noise, and you're bringing out like, you know, the artifacts in your bass noise that exist. And I live for that stuff. A huge part of my creative process is like hearing something that doesn't technically exist in the tune and then bringing it to life. Like the tune almost tells me like, hey, there's this little thing happening here, this little artifact that I'm picking up on, and then I'm like, how can I accentuate that and bring that to the foreground of this composition?
This sounds like a neuro mindset.
Very much so.
Yeah.
The left field mindsets. They're always so much fun though. It's like so explorative. Well, honestly, every genre kind of has their own version of like exploration.
Yeah,
but,
as long as you're open. Like,
Yeah.
you can't get locked in.
Yeah, right.
You have to be willing for the muse to just lead you wherever.
To guide you.
Guide
Exactly.
me.
That's what, you know, we hope for out of every session, and the sessions that you can
exactly.
actually hit that state of consciousness where you're just free flowing, and it feels like it's almost like collaborating with yourself or collaborating with the song. It's like it's happening in real time. It's telling you what it wants to be. And it kind of touches on this interesting question, I feel like, where it's like, you know, like, are we making the music, or is like the music wanting to be made and wanting to be brought out?
Ooh, I love this. Yeah. It's like a thought in the ether, and you were just the one to like tap into it and
the idea
pluck it
itself
out.
is conscious.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It wants to be made, and if you don't make it, it's going to go to somebody else.
Exactly. Yeah.
Did you guys hear about that Prince Michael Jackson thing? He literally said that if he didn't get up at 3 a.m. and like write the tune, that God would send it to Prince or whatever.
Yeah. That's so funny. I literally saw that clip
I
like
believe
5
it.
days ago or something, and had never heard
You
about it. And
gotta
I was
keep
like,
Prince from getting these tunes.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Prince can't have it. That purple bastard.
You gotta build up that wall so Prince doesn't steal the tunes.
Right. But this concept that it's like this living ether, like that
Right.
it is this own thing.
Yeah.
It's so powerful.
Yeah, I call it the muse, just not in like the classical sense, but it's just like if you're chosen and you're there working, it would be like, all right, here's a little dose.
Here's the thing.
Here's a
Yeah.
little bit of stuff.
Yeah.
And you're just like, oh, yes.
Yeah.
I love that analogy so much.
Yeah, it's great.
I
But you
was
have
like-
to be there. You can't fucking like,
Yeah.
I'm not inspired today. It's like your hands have to
Exactly.
be on the keyboard.
Exactly.
Like you have to be working, otherwise it doesn't care.
One of my favorite quotes from as of late is, luck is when opportunity meets preparedness.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's like you have to be prepared
Correct.
in that place to be able to receive that
Yeah.
luck of the muse or the luck of the opportunity coming
Right.
your way, the luck of the booking.
Yeah.
So it's like we have to be disciplined in our artistry to be able to like receive those
Yeah,
blessings.
exactly.
You have to be consistent.
Yes.
Yeah, consistent and joyful
Yeah.
as well.
And also to be okay with just like taking your time. Like there's no rush for any of
No,
this. All the
sure.
good things will come, especially, if you're just breathing through it and you are prepared, all this shit. Like, I guess, it doesn't hurt to rush in if that is your way. Like, shout out. I have some homies like that who are like,
Yeah.
here's my third song ever. I'm going to send it to every label. And I'm like, you go, buddy.
Yeah.
Like, good
Sure.
for you.
Get at it, I guess.
Yeah. I was not that way. I
Be
was
prepared.
like, I'm going to make music for like 6 years and then think about doing anything with it.
Yeah, exactly. I get
But-
really good at my craft in a dark room away from everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah. I do think that there's like definitely benefits from kind of both sides. Like I feel like I started posting music in I think 2022 was my first official like EP. I called it Bad Art in a Room Full of Critics, and it's still online
Nice.
to this day. Someone actually bought it on Bandcamp today, so like shout
Oh,
out
nice.
to the donation.
Yeah.
go Jacob
shout out.
Waters.
I was going to say,
I
it's
think I was
probably
in the chat
Jacob
right
Waters.
now.
Let's go
Like,
Jacob
low-key.
Waters.
So yeah, that's awesome. But lost my train of thought momentarily.
What
Oh,
were
yeah.
we
Oh,
just
yeah.
talking
God.
So posting in 2022, right?
Right,
like,
right.
would I post that kind of work now at this point? Absolutely not. But I do feel like it kind of helped kind of get like a niche few people to like follow my project. Like I have some people that know me from that era that like have been to every single one of my shows.
That's sick.
They're always hyping up my releases. They're like some of my top listeners on SoundCloud. And so
Right.
sometimes I do think that there is kind of a momentum to just getting it out there. The whole Bad Art in a Room Full of Critics like EP title was sort of like I'm the only one in the room. I'm like really the only critic, and like everyone else is like not even in the room, like they haven't even heard it yet. It's
Yeah,
like
exactly.
Yeah.
kind of just like letting go of that feeling.
So deep.
And I'm glad that I got that work out into the world for sure.
Sure.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely released early.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Did lots of releases.
And then I was like, wait, whoa. I'm going to just stick in my room for a little bit. I need to figure this out.
Yeah.
I also
I pulled
met
that
some
stuff
people
down.
that I was like,
Yeah.
whoa, they're really good. I need to work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, everybody has their own like journey and everything, and everybody like it's so custom to who they
Yeah.
are because only you need to learn the certain lessons that come for you. So it's kind of like it's weird to compare apples and oranges. But
Absolutely.
just talking about our own experience.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And that's what's cool about being an artist. We're all like doing more or less the same thing, but there's like this infinite amount of branches
Right,
that
yeah.
lead us in all of the routes possible. Like, I don't know. And that's kind of what makes you the artist that you are, in a way.
Totally. Yeah, and time spent I feel like doesn't really necessarily equate like good art. Like,
Sure.
Some
weird
people
how
have been
that
doing
works.
it for years and they're making, music, and some kid on a laptop in his bedroom is like, hitting -3 loops and it sounds good. And if
Yeah.
it sounds good, it sounds good. And definitely can't.
He's just got a good energy to it, and it's just, it's just fun. You're like, oh, that's cool as fuck.
Yep. And, some people have a lot of name changing going on, like me and Caleb over here.
Like you've changed your moniker a few times.
Yeah.
What have some of your
mean,
previous ones been?
we had Sky Robinson.
Yeah, that was our band.
It was an indie rock band.
Yeah, our band was so sick.
And then we made house music. It was
Bubba
Party
Chungus.
B.
That was my favorite one.
Well, we also had
I'm just kidding, I just
Oh
made that
yeah,
up.
yeah. We had Dope Ass Bass.
They didn't even
Dope Ass
acknowledge it.
Bass. which
Oh
was-
God, I
which
forgot
was-
about that one.
Yeah, and then
That was like a one song.
Dab.
Yeah.
Oh,
well,
that's
it's
a
also
nice
yeah.
acronym.
And then we
Yeah.
had what was the other one that was Dave and Buster's style?
I don't know.
Fuck.
And now we're recon gear. But I mean,
Mona Lisa Hamilton.
Well, we had,
Mona Lisa Hamilton, yeah, of
Yeah.
course.
but
We
that project
have that.
still exists.
Yeah.
But have you used your name this whole time?
Yes. Yeah, I've been going by Quartzzion. Was actually just my
Yeah.
username on Instagram that I ended
Oh,
up
shit.
rolling into, like, when I was thinking about different names for when I started making music, which was in September of 21. Yeah, I went through a few different names. One of the most notable ones that I remember in the list that I made was Bug Thompson. I still think maybe there's like
Pretty good.
like a side project like potential there for sure.
Hell
Yeah.
Love that.
Oh, we had DJI Fridays.
DJ Fridays.
Oh, that's actually
that's
pretty
what it was.
funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Old men.
Yeah. Being
Anyway,
goose.
go on.
Yes, please.
Yeah, so I actually got the name originally from Adventure Time.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
I was gonna guess. I was like, sounds
That's
Adventure Time.
so cool. Yeah, in the first season, Tree Trunks, she eats the crystal gem apple, and then she gets like portaled into the crystal dimension. And then it's the second season that you catch back up to her out like down there, and she's
okay.
become Quartzzion, the Crystal Queen, and all the crystal guards are like, Quartzzion, we love you.
Oh my god, that's so.
Pretty
So
great.
you had to have sampled that
I have
by
yet
this
to,
point.
actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You saving it?
Yeah.
You're like one day.
Just throw it in
Yeah.
every song.
It's fair.
I feel like it has to be like a pretty like big event to like pull that one out on. You know what I mean? You
like
gotta-
your debut
Oh.
album kind
Yeah.
of thing or something. I don't know.
It's like you have 4 people in the crowd and you play that sample.
Yeah.
Right.
You at least could just grab it and use it for like weird little pluck sounds and
Yeah, it's true.
Oh,
stretch it
absolutely.
like crazy and like make pads out of it and stuff just for like it's just it's in there.
It's in there, you just don't know it.
That's fun.
Caleb and I do that with a bunch of very specific samples. We
Yes.
just
Yeah.
use them a lot and yeah.
Have you guys heard of Refractalizer by Data Mind Audio? It's a new
Refractalizer.
Yes, it's a new granular synthesis plugin that my teacher Ben in Contil made. It's really fun for messing with audio, and granular synthesis is a huge part of my process as a producer. So yeah, when he put a bunch of time into that, I was stoked because I feel like we were kind of lacking in like a really like nice UI, like easy to use granular.
Is it
Granular.
Flactorizer or Factorizer?
Refract. So it's like
Fractal.
fractal. Yeah.
Fractalizer.
Yeah.
You
That
said
sounds sick.
Ben in Cantil? Is that in Canty? Or
Yeah,
is
he
that a-
does the Zubler and Canty
Yeah.
project.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sick.
Oh yeah. They do
Shout out
some
those
really
boys.
sick ones.
Those dudes are so fucking cool. Oh,
Come on the pod, boys.
yeah.
Straight up.
Oh,
Ben
we should definitely
especially,
hit them up.
You guys should. He's honestly super sweet. I've taken a lot of like lessons with him over the years. He has his like school now, the Conti Music Academy. But before that, he used to just do like little workshops or like summer
Yeah.
intensives. And he's just a wealth of knowledge. I mean, he's literally like a professor at Berkeley and has a PhD
Right.
in like music theory.
Yeah,
like,
let's get the professor
the
on.
man is goated. Yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
my
we
god.
should definitely.
Right.
Yeah, and then you just listen to their music and you're like, oh yeah, of course. You guys know what you were doing.
What are some granular methods that you enjoy?
Oh yeah, let's go into
You
that.
like
Let's go
you
into
like
that.
using them a lot, right?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I love just like how much you can do just within the audio clip in Ableton, like just time stretching and like the repitch mode is super fun and just playing with like the grain sizes of everything within there. Granular 3 too, just or Granulator, Ableton's built-in granular synthesis is a super fun way to just get like I just love like taking like the melody of my tune and like running it into that, just getting like different glitchy elements and like artifacts and yeah, just chopping those up on the grid and like just placing them in different ways, maybe reversing them. Like just feel like there's so much that you can do when you start looking at like one sound as if it's like kind of an infinite amount of sounds. Like you were saying, like you can take the audio from like your favorite show and turn it into a pluck, turn it into this, turn it into that, and every time you do that it just kind of cohesifies like your music. And if you're building all of your elements out of like the same foundational elements, everything's sounding like really smooth and blended.
Right. Yeah, I used to use the Granulator 2 or whatever it was in Ableton a lot. and now I haven't really fucked with anything
Granular in a while.
Yeah,
Same.
I don't use it that much.
Does
in
Bitwig
my
have like a
sound design.
native granulator thing? It's
I don't
gotta.
even know. I haven't even checked.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That'd
I'm
be-
so curious.
I mean,
Yeah.
there's Ubic G. That'll get
yeah.
used every
Yeah.
once in a while.
Yeah.
Ubic
I have that.
Classic.
Yeah. Oh
Yeah.
my god. Have you played with the like the Ubic 2
No.
stuff? Yeah. Oh, it's honestly it's basically the same. Like I think
Right.
it sounds a little bit cleaner, and they just like added LFOs and shit. But it's fun
Which
just
is pretty
because it's
nice.
Ubic 2.
Having
so it's
LFOs
like-
is very nice.
Mm-hmm.
Any kind of modulation stuff goes crazy. That's why Hyperfield's so sick.
Yeah.
Shout out Hyperfield.
Shout
Shout
out.
out.
Yeah.
Shout out our benefactor.
Coming very, very
Jebediah
soon.
Lang.
Jebediah Lang.
It's coming. It's coming.
The fucking the gun cock in there is ridiculous.
No, it's about to level the playing field for sure, though.
Mm-hmm.
It's-
Yeah.
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 Have you been playing around with it?
Yeah, I've been beta testing it. It's been a pleasure.
Hell yeah.
Really grateful for the experience. Yeah, it's just been super fun to see just how much work he's put into it, and just even since I got on the beta in like March to now, it's evolved so much.
I know.
And
Yeah.
I can't wait
Yeah.
to just see what everybody
Yeah.
wants, like, gets to do with it when it comes out.
Yeah, it's pretty insane.
It's so funny. I was talking with Josh on Discord the other day, and he's like, I think I made it like a dumb business move where he's like, all of the people who would have bought my synth are just beta testers now. he's like, I fucking just all of the scene beta testing
No,
it.
I think he's.
I mean, of the current scene,
I think
Yeah.
a bunch of
coming up.
them are gonna still buy it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
think
yeah.
it's gonna. Yeah, I mean, it has potential to be as big as like Vital or Faceplant.
Oh, yeah.
And those companies are massive. So
Yeah.
I actually really do think he's gonna change like the game
Same.
with the synth.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I believe in him so much.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really hope he buys a yacht.
No,
really
I was gonna
hope
say
he's
this
just-
kid's about to be rich.
I
yeah.
know, it's dope,
Remember
yeah.
me, brother.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he's in our Patreon. I mean,
Yeah.
just keep giving us $5, please.
That's
We got a
sick.
question?
We do have a quick question.
Oh, okay.
A question for Quartzzion. You sometimes have an APC on stage.
Joey, you got to do the
What
voice.
You sometimes have an
There it
APC on stage. What do you use it for? Triggering clips in Ableton Live. When do you choose to do it instead of using CDJs?
Great question. Thank you,
Thanks, Jacob Waters.
Super cool question. I love talking about this. Interesting that you asked about specifically triggering the clips, because I used to do that with the APC40, and I used to do it in session view. And then, yeah, just kind of like trigger the clip on beat or whatever. And since then, I've switched to doing everything actually in arrangement mode. So I just completely arrange my set on the grid how I, am going to play it out. And then I change through like my effects and my tempo. And with that, I'm able to kind of like copy, paste, duplicate, like use, like we were just talking about the built-in Ableton like warp modes. So just like repitching a song sometimes, like if something's out of key, it's just really convenient kind of in that layout. So
Sure.
yeah, once you kind of, I feel like now that I'm there, I don't actually ever use CDJs. I've performed 2 live sets on them. The first time was like a fluke, and I don't even know what happened. The second time, I bombed so bad that I was like, I'm never using CDJs again. Yeah. But it is
Fair enough.
yeah, a little bit of a hassle. We were talking about it earlier, just maybe having like a backup computer so you're not having to bring your main machine around all the time, because yeah, it definitely can get like excessive
Yeah.
when I'm like, I can only play a show if my MacBook Pro's there.
Yeah.
But it
Yeah,
is nice to
totally.
have basically your studio anywhere you go. So I feel like I'm kind of bored.
Right. Yeah. I mean, you
Like, it's
like
pretty
who
nice.
would be somewhere really where you were playing a show and you didn't have your laptop anyways? Like I think that'd be crazy to me. Like if you flew out of state and you didn't
sure.
bring your laptop.
Sure.
with
I mean,
you.
I don't have a laptop,
Right.
so that's a problem.
Okay,
but,
that's so fair.
but if I had one, 100%, it's
Yeah.
going with me everywhere.
yeah.
Thank you.
It's definitely the whole point of like having one for sure. But
Yeah.
they're an investment, so it's like you want to protect them, and having them like on stage and someone's got a beer up there can like definitely feel like
Yeah.
a lot of risk for like low reward. And yeah, I've also just kind of ran into like trouble with sound check when you're like, going to a show and you've never played there before, and the sound guy's like somewhat experienced old drunk dude, and you're just kind of like it's like PTSD. It sort of feels like the humiliation ritual that you have to go through.
Oh,
Like,
Yeah,
hilarious.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. So when you're doing things live in Ableton, are you when it comes to effects, are you just doing like a syn channel kind of thing and playing with that, or is it like on just a group as the whole?
Right, yeah. So I have some effects on my tracks, just super simple, like delay, and then I'm sending, for the send channel, I send the reverb. So that's like just like a really clean way for the APC. You can kind of organize like the knobs. So
Nice.
just have like a couple
Okay.
that
Yeah.
control delay. And yeah, then the verb is pretty much all I'm rocking. It's a pretty simple setup. I used to have more effects on my stuff, and it was more complicated. And
Less is more.
Yeah.
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 Well, especially
Yeah.
when you're playing live, you spent like, I don't know, 80 hours on a song. Why do you want to like do a bunch of shit? You're like,
Yeah.
I already did a bunch of stuff.
Look, I
Yeah.
can do a phaser on it live.
Yeah. It's like, let the song sing.
Exactly.
And do what you need to do to make sure that it fucking blends well. And that's, the rest is fucking hands off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's actually been really interesting. Like, kind of like I started production in 2021, and then I only produced music. I never like learned how to really DJ.
Sure.
So then starting to like play live and like getting into this new flow where I'm like, all right, I've got great tunes that I want to like share with the world, and I'm learning so much about like also having so much more respect for like what it means to be a good DJ. And I
Yeah.
think in this
Same.
like world,
Agreed.
there's sort of like this conversation going of like, oh, you have to be a producer to be like valid, but it's like there was like good DJs in the world for like a reason. Like,
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
They fucking can read a room. Like
Exactly.
the moment they walk in and be like, I know what they want.
Exactly. Whereas I'm like, hey guys, I wrote all these songs.
Right,
I spent
exactly.
40 hours on this tune.
You're
And, like,
listening to,
yeah,
Yeah.
you're gonna listen to what I'm here to play
yeah,
you.
exactly. You're listening to all of them and you're gonna like it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And
Yeah.
it's like, I already have it planned out. I'm not freeballing this. You're just gonna
Well,
have
yeah,
to go with the
that's-
flow.
That's just kind of a thing that's happened is there's like the producer DJ, you should be aware when you go to see them, they've curated the set. Like it's no longer they're going to curate the set. It's already been curated. So you're going there for that experience, which is fine. It's just a different thing than going to like a club in the mid 90s and the night gets curated.
Yeah.
Like it's
The DJ's in a
it's
dark
different.
corner just kind of watching
Yeah,
everyone
just watching
like, oh,
everyone
is this
being
the-
like,
is this the move?
oh, they popped off on this a couple songs ago. Let's bring it back or
Yeah.
whatever. Like, yeah, it's a totally different, almost art form.
Yeah.
Like it's a different thing. It's like a bike and a fucking different thing than a bike.
Tricycle.
Sure.
No,
I couldn't think of anything.
I see what you're saying though. Like I think it's a different mindset too.
Yeah,
Thing than
for
a
sure.
bike.
Like I feel like as a producer, like I'm, you know, if I'm building a set out, I'm like personally, I'm stoked to write like another like 3.5 minute tune. That's gonna be like what, like, you know, 1/30th of the entire set. But I'd
Yeah.
rather spend 20 hours doing that than like practicing necessarily my transitions. You
Sure.
know,
Sure.
and that's just kind of like where the dopamine is for me.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, for forever, it was just bands playing songs that they practice in the garage.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And it wasn't. Yeah, maybe they might play slightly longer in a moment
or a VIP,
on a
if
thing
you will.
where everybody's like getting down real hard and they're
Yeah.
like, keep it rolling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Give me
Go
one
for a
more
little bit
chorus.
longer.
Right. Exactly.
But like, yeah, forever it was just go see the band, play the songs
Yeah.
as they prepared them for you.
Yeah, they had
and
their set
everybody
list.
was totally happy with that.
Yeah. And it's like what, like 10 to 12 songs for their hour compared
Yeah.
to like nowadays it's like
Yeah.
20 to 40. Some rhythm guys are
Yeah.
doing like 100 because they're like quad
Yeah.
dropping shit, you know?
They need to calm down.
Yeah.
Calm down, guys.
And also the bands, they weren't even like, one thing I am jealous of, or at least I used to be, like when I was shittier at DJing, is like the bands just play their whole song and then it just stops. And then they may be like, blah, blah, blah on the mic. All right, here's the next song. Like they're not like playing into the next song.
Right, like
you know?
the transition didn't matter. They're
The
just
transition
like
didn't matter.
jam bands were revolutionary at one point because there was no like stopping.
Right.
They just kept going.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Whoa. OG
Oh, we
DJs.
always
Exactly.
built transitions into our tunes
Yeah.
when we were practicing for the actual live
Oh,
show.
did you?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Or even in other bands I was in.
Yeah.
It's always like,
Yeah, it's
okay,
definitely
you
a
got
thought
to
you
keep
think
the
about.
fucking ambience going
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a
while
thing
we
you
set
think
these
about.
other things up real quick.
Yeah. I
And
mean,
you're fucking
and
moving.
I think like as a producer, like I'm sort of building the transitions into my tunes almost like inherently. Like I'll often write 2 songs in the same project file so that like that's like
It's a
one of
fun
my
idea.
biggest tips of the day, honestly. I do it all the time.
I'll write that down.
Yeah. I find it so fun because you can already work with the sonic palette that you've established. It's basically like, to me, it's like a painter who has the same paint palette and the same colors, and you can still create a completely different painting out of those same colors.
Oh, absolutely.
Using your same sounds, it cohesifies the two songs. So if you play them back to back, or, you know, maybe one song in between them, it immediately pulls you back into that like tonality. So yeah, I feel like that's like a big part of my workflow, is just like, when I'm like having to like DJ or mix my songs, I'm just playing songs that already were written to be played next to each other.
Yeah.
That's a sick move. I love that. I'm gonna steal that for sure. Do you know Purity Ring by chance?
Yeah, like are they like metal?
No, it's like they're like a hybrid of a bunch of shit.
Yeah, they are like a
honestly,
weird.
they could have some metal influence. I wouldn't be surprised.
I mean, they do play with Heath or with Health a lot, and they're a little more on the metal side. But
yeah, it's like hybrid of like indie stuff.
We're
and
talking
electronic
genres
stuff.
right now.
sorry.
No, well, no, that's not the point of it.
Anyway.
Their first two albums, or maybe just the first album, they did that same concept where the main producer of it was like, all right, here's like my 8 drum sounds, here's like these few pads, here's these few leads, here's like my bass sounds.
Yeah.
And they just only used those sounds for the whole album.
I love
and
that.
Like,
Yeah, I love that
yeah,
too.
like played
Same.
with the patches a little bit, but like you can hear it like when you know that, you listen back to the album and you're like, oh, it is all just like super cohesive in that way.
I love that so much. I think Tribe Called Quest did that with an album. It's like all the same like samples, or all this. They used all the same like music to sample from.
Nice.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. It's
Q-Tip
like
would.
Metallica. They had like a bass and a guitar and some drums.
In a dream.
In a dream.
It's like, we're just going to use these.
And then they
These same
played in like
ones.
what, Russia to a crowd of 1 million people.
Yeah.
I saw a...
I mean, you got different distortion pedals and stuff, but in general,
I saw
it's the same
Phoenix
tones.
play one time, and they were saying the same
Oh,
thing, where
Phoenix.
they
Shout out
like
Phoenix.
they were like set up all these different synthesizers and tools and stuff, and then made the album from those.
Nice.
And then
Right.
just brought them on the road with them.
Yeah, they went and picked
so
them
fun.
out.
I'm too ADHD for that.
Well, you also make like a genre with so much experimentation that it's
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
maybe if you take out any kind of like mud pie style sound design, and so like
And I only get to use like 3 plugins. So I
Well-
can't like run it through a granulator and completely rebuild
no,
it
I'd
or
say
something.
you can do all that kind of stuff, but you do like the same kind of drums, you do the same kind of like background elements, like you basically build yourself a mini sample pack, and that's what you can use for like all your supporting actors. You can still like make your basses and your wah sounds and whatever,
Wah.
but you know the tonal kind of bass has to be the same.
Okay,
And you can
okay.
just take things out and alternate things and stuff like that. But because like the guitar is your neuro sounds and stuff like that, so like you can make those however,
Yeah.
because they're just, it's still a part of like your main thing, I guess.
Yeah. We got
I
another
like that.
Jacob Waters question.
Ooh.
Question for Quartzzion, but also could apply to everyone. There's a lot of variety in your music, which I like. Do you ever find yourself working on a song that's going too far outside of what you usually do? Excuse me, I read it wrong there. What do you do when that happens?
I like this question.
Yeah, I like this question too. I think about this a lot.
If I find myself working on a song, I mean, I guess if I find myself working on a song and then I'm like, yo, this part's sounding different, then that's when I'm just like, it's a different song. And I'll just drag it over to the right side of my project file, and I put a little marker and I say second song. And I literally have so many songs that have
I've done things like
spawned
that.
out of like, maybe
that's
you're
fun.
working on a project.
Second song.
Yeah, and then you hear something, like we were talking about all the artifacts or how like songs kind of tell you what they want to be. It's like you can hear like maybe like a bar or two out of like an arrangement that you already have, and it can like totally trigger a completely different train of thought for
Yeah.
me. That's when I just let my ADHD run wild, and I just like boom, immediately move everything over that I need to, and then just like start on that new side of
Right.
the arrangement. And I think that there's like an infinite amount of power in doing that. Like because I'll still replace the kick. Like I'm not saying that I'm going to use the exact same drums, but just kind of already starting with like a groove that's established. There's so much you can like change from that.
a
Like,
little
yeah.
foundation, a palette. Yeah.
Exactly.
You're talking about. Yeah. I love it. I love it.
Yeah, definitely do that a lot, where there's just like a random thing I make and I'm like, that's a whole other song, that one loop, and so I just like I color it weird and I move it over. I'm like, I'll make that a whole other thing at some point.
It's always towards the end of the projects it just becomes more and more of a nightmare. See, you scroll deeper.
No, me, it's the front end, because I never start at one.
You guys both do that.
You start in the middle of your session.
I begin working on a Blake template at 33.
Same.
Oh, okay.
Same.
I like that number.
Me too.
Yeah.
I start right at 33, and usually it moves over more to the right, because I end up just like having a big like chopping block that is the left side.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
And also, like, for me, like, starting on the one, I feel like I'm like against a wall.
I know.
It makes me like claustrophobic.
Same.
Yeah,
Makes me super anxious.
You're all up by that menu.
Yeah,
stuff.
Like, fucking let me just get over here.
I don't
and then
like
you can
it.
scroll in and it's like center on your screen. It's not
exactly. That's one of the biggest things.
Yeah.
Is I can scroll in and out instead of like
There's
in and out.
power in that for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, I start my loop at 1, and then when it's time to start actually making a tune out of my loop, I move it way over. And work in the middle.
Interesting.
Yeah, whatever. I think I should move it over. I don't think I should be starting at the 1, but I just always do.
I know. I feel like all like the cool kid producers, like they start in the middle. Like I remember like watching like people produce, like, and being like they would always start it in the middle. I think I kind of just started on the 1 most of the time. Yeah, it's hard to really say, but I think I do, and just kind of work left to right like I'm reading a book. And as much as that menu is like kind of crouching on my space, it's also like if it's not there I get like anxiety, like if I close the menu and it's like not existent to me either. I have to have it.
I like having the menu.
I need to know my options are right there.
That's funny.
He goes no menu and full fucking screen.
No way.
Which
I'm like
everything. I want to just like, if I'm doing the arrangement thing, I only want that, or like if I'm in the effects
full
thing,
screen
I
is
only
crazy.
want.
Oh no,
me.
that's insane to me too. Yeah, like you have your like the clip browser like pulled all the way up.
Not all the way.
Okay.
That's insane.
I'm like, his
that's
pants are on,
crazy.
bro.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know. I don't know. I guess I'm fucking OCD in whatever way.
Right. I want to expand on this question for a moment, because it also like implies that if you have like a certain palette that you're making for the project, what happens if you make a song that's like totally different? And what I usually do is I try and then just like print the thing down, and then I'm just gonna sample whatever that was into what I like more into my own thing.
That's a fun move.
Which is, it's just like free. It's like free fucking food. I'm just like, well, this is weird, but it's not what I normally make. I'm just gonna print it and then slow it down and chop it up and start doing more shit.
So much value in taking your own music and slowing it down and chopping it up and playing it differently and like using it like it's like a sample library. Like I actually taught a workshop.
Let's go.
I didn't love like the outcome of the workshop, because I like had everybody like get sounds from around like the space, and then I was like making a beat out of their sounds. So I left a lot up to chance, and I started kind of got like a little like overwhelmed with the sounds, I think, initially. But like my whole spiel to everybody for the workshop was just like this, you know, like your sound as like a fractal. Basically, it's like this paint palette thing. It's like using your sounds as a sample library and taking from the infinite well that you already have. Because I think with Splice and all these like sample libraries that we have nowadays, people think like, oh, just go like reach for something new, like start in, you know, in it, initialize preset of Vital or whatever. And it's like you have so much like that uniquely makes you just sitting like on your hard drive, and like accessing that is just like makes your sound so much more like everyone's looking for their sound. Like you don't want to sound like someone else, you want to sound like you. And I think like the best way to do that is to like use your sounds.
Yeah, and to continuously like churn the pot,
iterate on them.
Yeah, and just iterate and iterate. Yeah.
And it doesn't have to be like a super, super deep thing like finding your sound.
No, it doesn't need to be. I mean, it's just a road. You have to walk it.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
And you can go as far down the road as you want. But like I remember Frequent put it like the best way, where he was just like, do you like the saw wave more or the square wave? Boom, there's a starting point.
There you
That's
go.
kind of the start of the branch of your sound.
Yeah.
Go pick a direction.
It's like what you like.
Sine.
It
We all know.
Or
It
sine
literally
wave.
is
Correct
just your
answer.
taste.
Everything is just a sine
Yeah.
wave. We
I know,
all know
which is
that.
why it's the best
Respect
answer.
the sign.
Respect the
Yeah.
sign. Oh, that's a good shirt. A little
Respect the
the
sign,
sign.
and then it's
Yeah.
just like a. I want in on the monetization of that.
Yeah. Okay,
we're,
well, okay,
okay, we're
Deal.
You got
But
royalties on
400
that one.
TPL for sure all day.
Yeah.
hell yeah.
400 sine waves.
400 sine waves. That's a good name.
Yeah.
What's up, guys? Welcome, 400 sine waves.
It's actually a good name for a project. 400 sine waves.
It would be a good shirt. 400 sine waves, and it's just 1, 2, 3.
Yeah,
Like all of them.
Yeah, exactly.
You could fit. I think you could fit 400.
You can fit 400.
Don't steal those.
Yeah, guys.
Chat.
Or if you do,
We
just
know
give
we
us
got
royalties.
so many people making fan art out there.
We do. People steal our money all the time, dude.
Dude, all the time.
All $3.
Yeah.
$400 is what I meant to say. So is there anything new in the DAW that's been exciting you? Like any new like little tip or trick that you're like, oh, I'm gonna do this shit on everything.
Okay, like low key, like I've been really into like extracting the MIDI from stuff.
Ooh, okay,
Extracting the
okay.
MIDI from my
Okay.
own melody. Like just extracting the MIDI from anything. Because originally Kevin Breadwinner showed me to do it on
Shout out.
shout out.
Breadwinner.
Friend of the show.
Yeah, he showed me to do it on like breaks to get like a cool like drum groove going, and then like yeah, I just kind of started going like extract the groove crazy, and like it's just really fun to like for like VIPing like one of your tunes or something, you like extract like the melody or whatever, or like convert the harmony. It's like you can convert to like drum, you can convert to like harmony, convert to melody, and then yeah, it's just a great way to like try a new sound on the same MIDI. I love doing that.
Yeah, that's the one thing I miss from Ableton.
Are you on Bitwig?
I'm on Bitwig, but I still have Ableton 11 and 10 and 9.
Yeah.
So I just go in, I just open 11 real quick, drop a sample, extract MIDI, and then save it,
nice.
bring it back in
Nice.
Bitwig.
Yeah.
Super
Yeah.
fast. Yeah.
Yeah, I was definitely excited with the all the updates they made in 12. That's what I have now, and
nice, yeah.
it's definitely lots of leaps and bounds from 11 as far as like the algorithms for like arpeggiator and like the new
yeah.
LFOs are like, I think they're trying to kind of catch up to Bitwig a little bit on like the randomization of things.
Yeah.
So they've
Yeah,
got
Bitwig is crazy with that.
I think they did a good job.
with
Yeah,
expression
I agree.
control.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
From what I've heard.
expression control is amazing. Yeah. Using that to like randomize a ton of stuff.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Love that.
That's sick.
I feel like I've
RNG.
only used expression control like once. Which one is that?
It's
Can
basic.
you pull it up real quick? Like an image of it?
Nah. Oh, yeah, probably.
Yeah, it's basically like kind of like an LFO tool where you can just map your expression control to like randomize different parameters of
Okay.
Any rack or device that you have. So
Yeah.
you can
Is-
throw a bunch of expression controls on and like randomize all the knobs.
Okay. Okay.
So you basically just a knob turner.
Okay,
It's
cool.
an automated knob turner.
Cool.
I think
Nice.
it's just that
Yeah.
top left one is good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just
Yep.
any of these.
Here you go.
And then is that the
People-
old expression control or is that the new
I
one?
have no idea.
Or yeah, you
No
did
idea
Ableton
either.
12. Yeah.
No,
Kind of
no.
looks
Okay.
different.
Nice.
No, it's yeah.
Cool. Yeah. So it's just a
Yeah, you
like
could
a
just
little,
like add a bunch,
multi-
which I think there's a Max for Live one that like gives you multiple pages of this now. There's one that's
Really?
got like even more.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah,
I
there's also
heard-
just a bunch of people making cool
Oh, and Candy.
Max for Live type plugins for like randomization and stuff. Like we showed the pool thing.
Yeah.
Oh, the billiards one.
Yeah,
I
the
saw that.
billiards
I saw
one.
that clip. That was
Yeah.
a great clip that you guys
Right?
did. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was so cool.
That's just so
I mean, we
cool.
didn't make the clip.
No,
But we talked about it.
it
Yeah.
on the pod.
It was the billiards, and then there was one more.
Yeah.
That
I don't remember, but he did make
I
a
love
new
stuff
one
like that though.
where it's just dropping a ball and then you draw lines and it like
That's
bounces.
what it was. That's what it was.
And then
yeah.
it like can bounce and it when it goes off screen it loops back to the other fucking side so you
Nice.
can just like grab it all the time. It's so
That's
cool.
cool. Is that the
It's-
same guy who did Bouncy Notes? Are you guys familiar with that?
I
Max,
think it is the same
for
guy.
Live? Yeah.
I think it is the same guy.
Yeah.
And he's just been on a cruise.
Yeah.
Just cranking them
Yeah.
out.
And I just love like fun plugins like
Yeah.
that,
Mhm.
you know,
Yeah.
where it's like it does have a value that is unique and like actually beneficial, but it's just fun.
Yeah,
and it's silly. And
yeah,
you're
it's
just
got
like, oh.
it's got like a taste of gimmick.
Yeah,
Totally.
yeah,
Just
a
a
little taste of
skosh.
gimmick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, on the conversation of like randomizing parameters, I think like this, whole aleatoric era that we're kind of entering with like having certain things be automated for us as a producer can just only lead to like more exciting like discoveries.
Oh, I mean, that's what me and him do basically every song. Like, I'm not very good at writing like a melody. Like, I can make a riff, but it's much easier for me to just put a bunch of randoms on shit and then just like just print
it play
a big
out.
a big like long thing, and then I'll just go through and be like, oh, that's a moment, and then like grab it with a different moment, and you're like, boom, jazz.
Exactly. Yeah.
go.
I think one of my most complex songs was just a super simple like chord progression. It was like maybe like 4 like chords, and then just randomizing every parameter that I could possibly think
Yeah.
of an operator,
Nice.
and then just letting that play. And it's like, you're doing some knobs with it, and you're engaging, with the process, and then it's just like, it's just amazing, like the flow state you can tap into too, and you're just like hearing like the feedback. I think that's the value of like working with like some like hardware, like working with synths and stuff, is like kind of being able to just like play around like that and like
Right.
Yeah.
try stuff out.
Totally. Yeah, I was showing you my little
Pony.
arpeggiator randomness thing
Totally.
that I built. I built a rack. I built a few racks that will go on the sample pack whenever it comes out.
Exciting.
Soon.
Hopefully very soon.
Soon
very,
TM.
very soon. And yeah, so I built like a rack for just like my MIDI generation stuff, to where whenever I throw something on, I just throw that thing in there, and it has my transpose, it has humanization, and then it has an ARP and like a couple other things with some knobs, so I can just like quickly do it, because I usually do that anyway. I usually, as soon as I put a synth down, I'm like, well, I need a transpose thing now, because I like flipping through octaves and to see what sounds cool while I'm sound designing or whatever. And then ARPs are the goat, and yeah. But I randomize a bunch of those knobs, and it makes cool stuff happen. It's
Right.
beautiful.
Shout out Chaos. Like, it's so nice.
Shout out the Chaos Gods.
Chaos. Easiest way to tap into the muse, my dude.
Right. If you let the muse,
You're not even controlling it. You just
I
fucking
agree with that. I agree with that. And
it is, Jesus, take the wheel.
no, actually though.
Like, come on.
Yeah, and something that Ben says, like my favorite thing he's ever said is like in all of his teaching, he had so many students say like, I want to make the music that's inside my head, but he says that like you'll always be like surprised by the music that you just like discover along the way.
Yep.
Yeah,
Amen.
straight up.
Yeah.
Give me a foghorn for that one.
Foghorn. Yeah, I used to be a big fan of the like voice notes kind of thing in your phone. Where you're like, oh, I have an idea for the thing. Let
Totally.
me record it. And like every time I would do it, I would like do the exact riff or whatever, and then I'd be working on the song, and I'm like, oh wait, I feel like it should go this direction, But then I would like limit myself and be like, no, don't do that, because your idea was like the voice memo, so try and stick to that.
Right.
And then at a certain point, I was just like, oh wait, you know what? Fuck it. Like that should just be like a little like inspiration thing from it,
Right.
And I think like from that point, it was so much more fun to just like take those ideas and like run with it, instead of trying to just be like, it has to be this first initial thought.
Yeah, what does
kinda
the
thing.
song want?
What does the song
What
want?
does it want? Yeah.
The muse
yeah.
was like, here's the little sprinkle.
right. Here's,
that going.
Here's a little seed, but you got to let it grow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
you. Oh well, I was gonna say don't force the branches into a direction or something
you
like
can.
that. But then there's those trees that are really sick. I forget what they're-
Bonsais.
I was
Bonsais.
just gonna say bonsai. Nice.
Yeah, and see that's the thing with
Sure.
creativity. There is no right
Whole
or
album
wrong.
out of one mud
true.
pie.
I have a
Let's go.
I have a tune that I
Bet.
made a while back that all of the leads are just like this chord with a randomed ARP on
Oh, yeah,
it,
that's
and I
good.
still haven't like solidified anything about those leads. They're just different every single fucking time.
I love that so much.
Me too.
I know.
Or leaving it up to the chance of your export, like leaving
Exactly.
not
Exactly.
bouncing everything right
Exactly,
away,
yeah.
Yeah.
seeing what happens.
I love that shit.
Me too.
there's-
Fortet actually
really
does that on
fun.
purpose, where
Yeah.
he'll have like 5 different
Friend of the
live
show.
versions. Yeah, friend of the show.
Shout out.
He'll have his live versions where it's the random whatever, and then the like release one on this album. But then like on a SoundCloud, it'll be a different version of the export.
Right,
so
right.
like everywhere you listen, it's just like
I love that so much.
mildly different.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah,
I'm very tempted to make that what I actually do with this, but I
Yeah.
might not.
I feel like we were talking to somebody and they were like, yeah, that's fine, but you want to like solidify a thing before you like decide to release it. And I was kind of like, or not.
Yeah, like sometimes yes
Yeah,
and
why?
sometimes no, and it depends on what thing you need to solidify.
Yeah.
Because if it's like an integral part of your drums, like maybe you don't want to leave that up to chance.
Right. But if it is the velocity of the snare,
But right,
I want that to kind of be all over the place.
yeah, like, who cares?
Yeah.
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 Sometimes you have a thing that randomly glitches out the hi-hats, you know, and
Right.
you know, if it works, it works.
Yeah, exactly.
Set it up to work right.
Well,
Like
that's
the
another
thing.
thing.
Programming it to do the thing you need it to do.
Right. You got to put the randoms, I mean, not all the time, but if you put them in constraints,
Yeah.
Well,
then
exactly.
now you're cooking. But it does take like some practice of knowing like
Yeah.
what the bounds are that you want to keep things in.
Oh,
and,
for sure.
You know, you have to have been messing with randoms a lot to then be like, all right, now I understand like kind of
Yeah.
where I want the
Do I need
slope.
this to be binary? Do I need it to just switch the thing?
Right. Yeah.
Or do I need it to do a slope? Or
Yeah.
how much of a slope?
Yeah.
Or does it never stop?
Yeah, how
being a
fast, how
slope.
strong. And I want this random to be like super strong, but I'm going to modulate it by another random that's much more constrained.
Exactly.
So there's levels that you can
There's
take
order
it.
in the
Yeah,
chaos.
yeah, which is it's so much fun.
for
Yeah.
sure.
Makes
I
me
mean,
so
it's
happy.
how the whole world works, basically.
Yeah.
Correct? Yeah.
Yeah.
So the whole universe is just
Yeah.
chaos, and it's kind of finding order billions of years later. Like
Quantum physics, dude.
Yeah, it's just
it's a
making
billion-year mud pie.
Yeah,
Actually,
yeah.
though,
It's just making mud
though.
pies.
A
and-
billion-year
Yeah.
mud pie. Let's
Dude.
go. Yo, that was revolutionary. I'm never going to think of the universe the same way again.
Billion-year mud pie.
400 billion year mud pie.
Yeah.
Do you use mud pies a lot?
You know, honestly, I don't. And it's a huge technique that tons of people do. I kind of like mud pie in my own small way. Like I sort
Same.
of mud pie, instead of ending up with these big chunks of sound design, I sort of like affect and edit like the audio of bass noises, or like make mutants out of bass patches that are just like already in the song. I do see the benefit of having those mud pies though, to kind of just be like, oh, I need a quick little fill here. But then
Right.
I also feel like it's like, is it going to be in key with the tune you're writing? Is it going to
Yep.
be in the same BPM? You know, like
Which
you're-
again,
Aesthetically, will it even make sense?
right, which comes from just practice of making bunch of mud pies.
Over and
like
over.
my first like 4 years of mud pies, when I learned what that was, it took me like I could never fucking use any of them.
or like, yeah, or you don't have enough variation and you're just like,
Right.
it's just like, how is this 5 minutes of the same exact sounding thing? Like,
Yeah.
wah, wah.
right. But then also, after you do that enough, like I'll go back to a mud pie that I made like in 2019, and I'm like, I
Gold
could
mine.
use this.
Yeah.
I can use this, but only because now I know where it can fit. Like before, you were trying to make it for like the main bass, and you're like, this doesn't work at all.
But when you're looking at it as like that little fill, you just
Yeah,
need like
you're
a second of something.
Yeah, I just need that.
So that might be
Look.
my takeaway from this tonight, is like doing a little bit more mud pie homework.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, wouldn't hurt.
Yeah, and I used to make like big mud pies and use them for like a bunch of stuff, and now it is more of like on the go.
Yeah.
Like I'll be like, I need a little something here, but I don't know what I want, so I'll make a randomized thing
Oh,
that I'll just
cool.
put a bunch of MIDI on, and the MIDI will like change, and then I just print it a couple times, and I'm like, all right, I got a couple different ones, and then I can
Yeah.
start scrubbing through them.
That's
and
what
kind
I do
of,
too.
Just dedicated
Putting it-
for that project.
Yeah, and it's just dedicated for like the pads.
Yeah.
Nice,
Or it's
nice.
just dedicated for like
Yeah.
some randomized hi-hats or something. It's like a little mini mud.
And then
Yeah.
something
Mini
weird
mud.
happens, and it
It's a mud
turns
tart.
into an effect
Mud
noise.
tart.
It's a mud tart.
A mud tart.
That's so
Yeah.
cute.
Yeah.
It's
Did you just
adorable.
coin that? That's
I love it.
amazing.
I did.
No, it's,
You're welcome.
yeah.
The mud tarts.
No,
The
it's
mud tart.
seriously amazing. No, I agree. I feel like that's a little bit more my process too. Just like like duplicating a bass patch,
Right.
changing it
Exactly.
a ton, bouncing that
Yeah.
to audio,
Yeah.
fucking it up in there,
And then putting it in a
Yeah.
sampler, and then fucking it up more, and then printing it again.
Yeah.
And then you bring it into...
granulize it, fractalize
Refractalize
it,
it.
Yes.
refractalize it.
and you bring it back
Refractalize.
into Serum 2 in a spectral way,
Exactly. Yeah.
and then you play it.
Yeah. Oh, there you go.
And you record that, and then you bounce it again.
Oh,
Oh.
Yeah.
and then you stretch it,
And then you
pitch
drop it
up,
into
and then you have a
renoise.
riser.
You drop it into
Yeah,
renoise and
goddamn
make a
it.
whole other song.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're not finishing your entire tracks in renoise,
Yeah, what are you
What are you
doing?
even
What are you-
doing?
who
Are
are
you
you?
even a nerd?
Yeah.
You're not.
Come on, guys. Get on the renoise game.
Yeah, it's a fun move because then everything is like cohesive. It's a little bit more work because you're kind of building everything from scratch, but it's fun. you
Right,
know,
but
'cause
all of
you're,
those can
like,
be used again. That's the nice thing. You're only
Straight
using
up.
like little moments, and then when you're bored in one track, you're like, oh, there's a bunch of mud pies in that track, and
Yeah.
it's also in C or whatever.
Yeah.
And you can just go back and snag them and do what we were talking about, just sampling yourself
Yeah.
constantly.
I feel like you get to this point in your production journey where you're like, yeah, I've made enough sounds to just start like just
Right.
using all this stuff.
I
Like,
am at that, and I still don't do it.
I don't
I
either.
need to. I really need to. I think about it every time like this gets brought up on the pod. I'm like, yeah,
And
I'm
you can
stoked. I need to do that. and I
type in
forget.
like audio into like your search
that's a
browser because
great
anytime
idea.
you've ever bounced anything,
audio.
it's audio and then it's followed by
What a
numbers. So
beautiful
Yeah.
tip.
you can just scroll through that and the amount of stuff that is like, yo, this is juiced. It's like,
Yeah.
I love doing that.
Yeah, you're like, when did I
Whoa.
make this?
Such
this
a
is
good
awesome.
idea. Just search audio. I don't know
Search
why I never thought
audio.
about
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
I love
Go
that
to
so
tip.
Yeah, I
much.
love that too.
Yeah, because you'll just be going through and you'll be like, oh, this sweet melody, and then you'll like drag it into your DAW, reverse it, maybe
Right.
pitch it down, and it's
Yeah.
like a totally different sweet melody.
Such a good idea.
Yeah.
I had this phase. I totally forgot about this until just now. But like years ago, I would do this thing where I would, Control F search and just type in 2 random letters, like just spam 2
Oh,
letters
there
on
you
the
go.
keyboard. Because on Ableton, if you just type in 1 letter, I'm pretty sure nothing comes up.
Right, and it needs 2 to prompt.
It needs 2 to prompt, yeah. And if you're like, a sample hoarder, you're inevitably going to build up samples where it's just like TS1 and it's the
Yeah.
sickest
Oh,
snare
yeah,
you've ever
straight
heard of.
up.
But like if you're just searching for snare or clap or whatever, like you're only going to get the things that say that. But like,
Oh, I
don't
keep
know.
typing
You
in
just-
RL, and it just keeps coming up
Yeah.
with 6 snares.
Yeah,
What's
yeah,
going
yeah.
on?
What, how come I type in 666 and it's like the best drum
Yeah.
sound ever? Shout out Mr. Bill.
Right, yeah, exactly. Bill and Rez Lang.
Yeah, no, I mean, go to drum packs though. Both
Yeah,
of those.
insane
Anything
drum
can-
packs.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
Which is why I don't use them. Because I'm
True.
like, I can't
True.
use these drums.
Yeah.
Because everybody's going to know.
Yeah.
At least in my head.
Yeah, no.
'Cause I always
Fucking
start from, like,
whoever
a
we
real
just had
drum.
on was like RL snare 6. He's like, I've heard that in fucking
Yeah, exactly.
all of our scenes music.
Yeah, oh god, that's like
Yeah.
in 2 of the songs I'm going to play in my mix tonight.
yeah, I know,
Yeah.
right?
It's fine. They're amazing snares.
Yeah.
And most of the time, I don't care. But it's when I'm making my own stuff, I'm like, no, I must start from like a pearl, like an actual recording. And I must juice that into a snare.
Yeah. Or you can always add like composite snares when you like add something to a snare that's already good.
Right.
But maybe you want to
Yeah.
add that sound on top of it just to give it a little like
Franken snares.
Franken snare. Yeah.
Yep,
Oh,
yep.
yeah.
We talk about those all the time on here.
Yeah. I mean, that's a nice way to just take something that's like you said, a sample that's been used by every producer in our scene and then just make it a little bit more your own flavor.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Caleb and I both put in songs on the Wawav. Shout out Wawav.
Shout out Wawav and Don Kong.
feedback stream
Sweet.
to Tom Finster, and
Oh
he
hell
was
yeah, I
like,
love him.
Yeah,
he's
no
the best.
way,
Yeah.
he's so
yeah,
amazing.
Yeah.
he was
Crazy.
like
He's awesome.
legendarily complimentary. But then for
Aw.
both of us, he was like, these snares.
Yeah. It was
Oh,
so
We
funny.
need to work on those
Snares.
snares.
Called out.
Oh yeah, no, it's good.
And
No,
it's like
good.
you probably you probably tried hard on those snares too. Like I know we all do.
Yeah, I mean, this one specific
didn't.
one, I already sent him this track like 2 years ago or a year and a half ago, and apparently he's been playing it out, which is insane.
No way.
Yeah, I had no idea.
Oh my god, that's
which is
so
crazy.
amazing for
went,
you.
yeah.
Yeah, I was
Almost
like,
cried.
what, bro? But I sent him the new mix. He's like, everything's good, but the snare, like, it's weird. I was like, I did do like a different thing where I used the Bitwig transient split to like work on just the transient and just the body, but it splits it with spectral.
Spectrally.
So it's like a little bit washed.
Put that on here
Oh cool.
You can put it on there for me.
if you want. If you want.
And so I went back and I took that off and just reprocessed the whole thing. And the reprocess was a transient shaper into distortion with a clipper, and that's it. And he's like, yep, that works great. And I'm like, of course.
Yeah, it sometimes is just the simplest thing.
Yeah.
I mean, and when we're talking about our fundamentals, like our kick and our snare, and it's like dance music, those are like the two most basic things we need to like move people's bodies. It's like you want to keep them simple. You don't want to be going all over the place. Like I like a kick that has just like a super short tail, like really just punches.
Yes.
Just punches through the mix. You know, just want to keep my snare tight, nothing too frilly. I mean, sometimes you can kind of get like a fun clappy snare going, but I mean, and also I think like snares, like they don't sound good to me. I don't think they're necessarily inherently supposed to sound like they're supposed to sound good, but like as far as like compositionally, like it's just a weird element of the song.
Yeah, it's just a glorified.
It's just the producers all hyper
have a shirt that says snares.
Yeah.
I love a good sounding snare.
Yeah.
But I agree with you where it's not like a pivotal. It's not the lead.
Right.
Yeah.
It's just
You can get
the
away
tempo.
with it not being the best thing ever.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's not the best thing ever. You're probably not making a very good snare.
Yeah, it's just this thing that's fucking smacking
just telling you right now.
Exactly. It's like the
Show
smack.
it.
That's kind of the element of like, I don't think it necessarily like needs to be like really like good, because it's just this sort of like this smacking element that sort of just like kind of wakes you back up and like kind of refreshes your ear almost.
Right.
Maybe it's like the wasabi
Yeah.
of the mix.
Yo.
It's the palate cleanser.
Oh, it is the palate cleanser.
You know, you just need a little moment to like hear just like a little snap.
And I think you can have fun with them, but it has to be like, if you're having fun with it, it has to be like really tailored to the song.
Yeah.
Like if there's if it's like a normal song for the most part, like it fits in the main lane of whatever genre you're in, and you're like, I'm gonna do a weird snare. It's like everybody's gonna get mad.
Yeah.
Nobody's gonna enjoy that. But if you're making an experimentally kind of like different vibe offshoot from the normal thing, now you have room to do a weird snare because it's already off the beaten path.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Or like as long as you like establish the snare,
For
then
sure
you can
that.
almost break the rule of the
That's
snare.
what I was just gonna
throw
say.
something in that's not even a snare, you know, throw like something totally random.
Like a rim shot?
Exactly.
Yeah, rim shot.
Or just like a different Foley sound.
Amen.
But it's like
Yeah.
you've established their, you know,
Yeah.
expectation of where the snare needs to be. And that's like the most integral part of it.
Right.
Yeah.
I think like for drums, like at least in my own music, and like I've realized that like you can have like the coolest sounding sound design ever, and if your drums are just not hitting, like nobody cares.
Preach.
No one's head's nodding, no one's
Preach.
dancing.
Yeah, that's why I
100%.
spend over half of my time on a song on drums.
On the drums. I mean, for dance music, it really is like the most important part, you know, because you
Yeah.
could have like the stupidest sounding thing ever on top of the best drums, and like the whole club's bumping.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that, or you could literally just play the amen break, and everybody's like, oh.
Yeah.
It's true. Every time it comes on, everybody does love it.
Dude,
Because it's so good.
yeah, it's so good. There's a reason they're so good.
That is one thing I'm a little jealous of, like house music, where they can get away with like just a kick. Like that's all they need for their
I mean,
beat
it does
and
have
moments.
to be really good, though.
Yeah,
That's
Yeah.
the
gotta be a good
problem.
one. Mhm.
Yeah.
It has
But
to
like
be
you
really
try that
good.
at 90 BPM, and it just doesn't.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
It's like
I've tried a bunch. I want to make it work, but it just will not work.
Like a no snare song.
I'm just like imagining it
just-
now.
Yeah, exactly.
And like maybe there's an off kick, and you're like, whoa.
Yeah, you're like,
Oh, now we're back on the one.
that just killed the vibe.
But you probably could get away with that and then just add a hi-hat, and everyone's like, oh.
Oh, maybe.
Context.
Maybe.
Okay.
No hi-hats allowed.
Oh.
Use sound design.
Oh.
Bongo.
Sound design instead of noise. Or, no, that's drums too.
Yeah.
Everything's drums, dude.
Yeah, define
Everything's
percussion.
drum.
Everything is drums. That is my philosophy.
Piano is drums.
Dude, 808s just really
Yep.
long.
I mean, technically, yeah. The original
yeah,
808
no,
was
I
just
said that
a
as a
kick drum.
joke, and then I was like, wait.
It was originally just a kick drum.
It was a drum machine.
Sometimes a crappy snare is kind of good. Amen. Amen.
Yeah.
Like, again, if it fits with the song
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it's established, it can slap.
of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been into wood blocks.
Thank
Dude,
God. That's
that's been
better
my
than
shit.
Bring
a
back the wood block.
Yeah,
Yeah,
amen.
yeah.
And kill the rim shot. I'm tired of getting my ears just destroyed in the club because nobody
Oh my
knows how to
God.
turn down a rim shot.
That is
Like
tough.
when the
just-
snare's so loud, you're like blinking every
Yeah, I
time it
fucking-
hits. Like, and then I'm actively trying to avoid that all the time. and
Yeah,
then
me too.
I fear my snare's too quiet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm like, sometimes I can hear when I'm like, I think you're like snare deaf, bro. I'm like, that shit is really like hurts my ear. And like, I think it's just like years of like
Yep.
overdoing your snare, and then you just become like tone deaf
Well,
to
that
it.
and just in general, like you can see when people like just can't hear above like
Yeah.
12K because
Yeah.
it's like full spectrum above 12K, and you're like, it can roll off. You don't need all of that.
Yeah.
That's just really bright now.
Very few things need to be up there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Just like little moments.
So true.
Yeah, it's like
That's all of my music. I'm horrible about that.
You're not that bad. There
No.
are people who are more.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's good.
for sure.
That's good.
Fine.
Yeah.
You got fucking soothes on there or
Yeah,
whatever.
right, exactly.
Yeah.
You're actively like watching it, which again, that's the main thing is have some way to like monitor that. If you can't hear that, you need to be honest with yourself and be like, I should put a 6 dB fucking slope on my drums for that reason. Like maybe there's a little bit of a node, but like for the most part,
Yeah. Go get yourself the polarity spectral compressor,
dark mode,
dark mode.
which I
baby.
need to go downstairs and install it on your
I
computer.
know I haven't done it yet.
Dude, he made so you can
Yeah.
you can customize the shape inside of the spectral compressor part. So now it's no
Ooh.
longer just a line or a curve.
Wow.
Okay.
Very
Very cool.
It's
Very
insane.
cool.
It's crazy.
Yeah, you can draw the threshold.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's so sick.
What is this called again?
Sick.
Spectral
compressor.
Yeah.
Spectral
By
compressor.
polarity.
Right
Yeah,
on.
it's technically spectral compressor dark mode, I think. Like DM. No, it's just SC dark. That's what it is. It stands for spectral compressor dark, but it's SC dark. And it's free. And it's so fucking good. It's like Soothe on steroids, and it's full fucking spectrum.
Yeah, and
Um,
that's great that you can like draw in. Yeah, your
Yeah.
parameter.
Yeah, and you could use it. It's really good for sidechain.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Are you guys sidechaining with that?
Yeah, yeah.
Things.
Yeah.
Things, not the drums, but like
Yeah.
this pad's in the way of this thing, just
Yeah.
and then it
Nice.
just spectrally
Yeah.
carves it out. You're good
Nice.
to go.
Yeah, lead sound to the pad,
Totally.
or like the lead sound to whatever thick bass is happening at that moment.
Totally.
Yep.
Right now, I'm using Kilohertz compactor.
Compactor's goated.
Yeah,
Yeah,
very so
definitely
good.
using that a lot as well.
Yeah.
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 For the same reason.
Yeah.
Yeah,
for the
I
exact
used to
same reason.
sidechain through a gate and then flip it. Like
Mhm.
if you use a gate and then there's like this little button that you push that says flip. So then
Yeah.
you have to do that to use the gate mode. But ever since the compactor came out, it's
Yeah,
just
compactor's-
been like game changer.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
finding myself now, when I need to do this, I do it a few ways to just see which one is giving me the
there
best
you
results
go.
right now.
Mhm.
Like, I started doing that with spectral compressors a while back, where it's just like, oh, I'm going to put a spectral compressor on this. And I'm like, well, which one? Maybe I'll try a couple of the
Yeah,
spectral
exactly.
compressors, because they sound different. They all sound like
They do.
different. They're different algorithms. They're different
Yeah.
programming.
Yeah.
So, like, one will sound cool differently.
Yeah.
Right.
No, and I love that, like not being stuck in the same approach. Right now, I'm definitely just compactor heavy, so I'm stoked to find out about this plugin. How much is it?
It's free.
Oh,
free.
oh yeah, you said that.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
All,
No, goated.
It's it's a compressor we've been talking about for like a year and a half or two.
And I refuse
And-
to use it because it has a horrible light theme.
Right.
Yeah.
But I
Oh, but
wanted
they
to
went
use
to
it.
dark mode, or
But he finally made a dark
No,
mode.
no. Polarity. Because
Who's
the guy
a
that
Bitwig
made
guy.
the original one made it open source.
right.
And then Polarity
Oh,
took the open source
Polarity, duh.
stuff and he made a dark mode version.
So this is
And
what
then
it
he
looks
started
like.
adding new fun things.
Yeah, I
on
wouldn't
it.
want to use that either.
I
Yeah.
know.
Blame you.
Right?
It's
yeah.
so
You guys,
sick.
Like-
it's so it's
It's
no,
worth
so
it.
she
sick.
gets it.
I just
She
want to
gets
say
it.
this right now. People who do light mode Ableton are crazy.
Yeah, they're, I
You guys are
never
doing
understood
great.
that. Yeah, they're, yeah.
Hilarious.
I'll just be on like Instagram and you come across those
And then
people
he
where
made
it's like
this.
bright pink Ableton custom template and I'm like, yo, like
So-
good for you. You're fucking rocking out your vibe, but like, oh my god.
No, I like that UI. That looks clean.
So he
Yeah.
made dark
No,
mode.
look at how it looks classy
He
now.
did
That
color
looks
changes.
expensive.
yeah. Well, that just fits my DOM more. Like I do have a, not even gonna lie, a purple shade or hue. You can like color
Right.
code your Ableton. You can put like a hue on it. So I do kind of have like a nice steezy purple, but with that, it's a very
Nice.
dark mode
Right.
Yeah.
vibe.
Cool. Yeah.
Yeah, so
Right.
the other plugin would have like stuck out very white, very
Yeah,
bright.
yeah. Well,
Ah, my eyes.
that and like it was weird where if you tried to open like two different ones at once, it would just crash like every time.
Yeah.
But whatever he did to stabilize the dark mode one, it fucking works so good. And like this threshold line, you can sit there and like make a weird fucking thing if you want to just carve out the
That's cool
mids
as
or
fuck.
whatever.
No, that's
Yeah,
amazing.
It's insane.
I'm gonna get this.
I thought of it because we were talking about people with their highs too crazy.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
I'm putting spectral compressors on everything to try and get the fucking highs to not be fucking aggressive.
Yeah, it
I mean,
it
you
will
have
buzz
to
cut
touch
it.
things.
Yeah, you
you know?
don't have to do what he's doing here. Like
Like-
that's a lot. What he's
Doing super
Doing there.
aggressive stuff. I mean, sometimes it's good,
yeah.
but like, yeah, I don't know.
I love how.
Over time,
Yeah.
you touch down on it little bits at
right,
a time.
exactly.
Well, and over time, your ear becomes like more trained to these things.
Oh,
too.
totally.
Like certain things I feel like I'm doing now in my mixes that I wasn't doing 5 years ago. I couldn't
yeah.
even really like tangibly say what's changed necessarily, but it's like kind of like you hear it, you
Yeah.
grow more of an intuition for
Right.
what works and what doesn't, and like
For sure
what
that.
sounds you can
Oh,
mix
yeah.
together. So then you're not really having to like band-aid mixing problems. You're just like
Yeah.
you're composing the song in a way that's balanced so that all the sounds can come out loud.
Yep.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's why the earlier you can get on using analyzers to be consistently looking at references and referencing what you're doing in the moment to try and like I mean it took me so long to do a lot of referencing analyzers and stuff because I just always rejected it.
I'm good, but thank you.
But
Yeah, it is key.
But like, if I start a song and I have a good analyzer open to where I can see my balance,
Yeah.
my decisions just are better because I'm like, oh, I do need some more high end. I'm gonna want some more high end in this
Yeah.
because I know what I kind of want to do at the end of the day. So I will make the balanced decision, even though in the moment my ears aren't necessarily telling me to do that, because a lot of times my ears are like, want it to be darker.
Right.
Yeah,
That's
I-
my issue.
Yeah,
Low-key.
same.
Always.
Yeah.
I like it dark, but also our studios are heavily treated, so it's
Yeah.
like we're
So
like
the high end
the high
isn't
end is just like
getting
right out of the
smeared.
speakers. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's no smearing on it, so it's sharp and tacky, which is nice for like a mixing perspective. But like all day, just sitting there sound designing and
Yeah.
shit, it's like
It
almost-
wears on you.
Yeah, I almost
Yeah.
need to put like a 6 dB slope down to like 5K on the master just while I'm
Producing.
yeah, just while I'm cruising around.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like that's after the
Yeah.
analyzer.
Have you guys heard of this like new thing everybody's on where they're like turning every single channel down -12 and then going into a clipper on every channel plus 12,
Oh.
and then you put like something on the master, you put like another limiter on the master to turn it up just so you can hear it while you're producing, and then like you send it off to like get mastered. It's like essentially everything is like down 12 dB, so you
I
have all
see.
that headroom, but then at the same time you're pushing it all back in the clipper,
Okay.
so you're not like losing like dimension.
You're clipping it at -12, basically.
I believe so. I haven't actually done this on my own, but it's been recommended to me by like Audio Goblin. Apparently Schmoop does this.
I could see it like I could see a theory
Interesting.
where the idea is you're closer to the floor, so there's less like room between -12 and infinity 0 than there is between
Exactly.
0 and infinity 0.
Right.
Like,
Well, that and
it's a hilarious concept.
I mean, and it's like one of those things where it's like, dude, if it works, it works. You know?
Right,
And
right.
it's like if you're getting clean mixes and like good results, then it's like that's awesome.
Yeah.
my
right.
one rebuttal to that is like in terms of the track wide, you're in 32-bit. It doesn't matter. Like
Right.
you can just turn those
Right.
down at any
Right.
moment.
Yeah.
It doesn't really matter that much.
Exactly.
I think they're
Um,
doing it more for like a like gain staging kind of.
That's kind of what it
thing,
is.
though,
It's so that
right?
everything is like at the same balance, like
Yeah.
initial volume.
Yeah.
So like you never have to, in that sense, you don't have to gain stage your kick and snare because like everything is like relative already. Like
Right. Interesting.
I guess we kind of do a similar thing, or at least I do. But I'm just like at 0 clipping it already, and then my groups turn everything down instead of like they're doing it individual channels.
yeah, like every single track would be minus
Interesting.
12 into a clipper plus, and then
Okay.
yeah. Because
Yeah.
I'm doing a similar thing right now too, where I just start everything at 0. It's just kind of how I write the song, and then like sending something out for master, I would just turn the groups down to like give some headroom. Like
Right. Which, I mean, you could even just turn it down on like
On
the
the
master.
main, yeah.
Yeah. Especially like you could be clipping those channels individually, and it wouldn't really matter because they're all in 32-bit. Although they're summing at that point into the master, so I don't really know technically what's happening there.
Yeah, I don't know a lot
But
about the technicalities,
There's
but
there's a bunch of nerdy shit.
Yeah.
That I don't have time to think about. I'm
Right.
trying to like make my drum sound cool.
exactly. I'm like, but dude, if the drums are coming through the mix, they're coming through the mix.
Right. And I mean that is like the crux of it. If it sounds good.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Sounds good. It is good.
That and like the argument to go all the way back if you want is the point of a mastering engineer was to make sure that the mixes weren't so hot that they'd pop the needle off of a record.
Oh, wow,
So they
I
would
didn't-
send him to a mastering engineer so that he would get everything level to where like the standards were for the press so
Right,
that
because-
the drums would never pop the needle out.
Yeah. Like if you have like a DC offset etched into an actual record.
Yeah, it's just a big
It will
square.
fuck.
Yeah. It'll like
Yeah.
break
Interesting.
break
Yeah.
the head.
Yeah.
That's actually so interesting to think about because I've never thought about
Yeah,
that.
I haven't
and-
either.
And
Yeah.
since then, just
Mastering
make a
engineers
good mix. That's the mastering engineer.
Yeah.
then
You know?
became like the job was to try to sonically get everything to be more cohesive, like across like an album that people were like that was the mastering engineer.
That needs like a third set of eyes.
Yeah.
Like,
Right.
like those
third
two.
eye.
Right. Because sometimes I am just like wondering, I'm literally turning this down just to send it to someone so they can turn it
up.
back
Yeah,
up.
yeah,
Right,
yeah, I
right.
know, right?
But then it does sound different sometimes. Like
Sure.
depending on their approach and what they do, like I've definitely had results where I'm like, this sounds way different than
Oh,
my
of
song
course.
just playing
Yeah,
at
of
0.
course, yeah.
So,
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, that's cool as fuck though. If Audio Goblin and Schmoop are both on this
what
fucking
I'm
thing,
saying.
like I'm definitely
Yeah, I'm
curious
definitely
about it.
intrigued.
Something to it. Yeah.
I'm kind of like semi already doing shit like that. I mean,
Yeah.
I like bringing things up to 0 and then I just kind of I turn them down to a spot on the analyzer that I like.
Yep.
You know, I just kind of
Coming back to your reference
I clip
point.
it
Yeah,
and
exactly.
then I just look at the spot and I'm like, yeah, okay, right there.
Yeah.
And then I move on and I just keep going and
Right.
oftentimes my levels look a little bit funky to me at the end of the day, but you know, they get turned down quite a bit. Also, I've been using that Black Diamond clipper. I bring this up fucking every podcast.
Oh,
But like
Black Diamond distortion?
It's got a bunch of different distortion curves basically, and you're looking at like a like the wave shape, with the wave shaping that it's doing, and so turning it down is like really fun because it's like, you know, it's like a wonky shape that the thing is, and I like, oh, right there when it goes over this little hump, it kind of sounds like nice. So I'll just set it to that, and I'm like, okay.
Yep.
And it's lower volume obviously now, but
Yeah.
right, but you can
it
push
sounds
it out.
cool.
Right.
I do usually clip after that, low key.
Oh shit.
I do be clipping after that.
Yeah, I've been.
I do be clipping.
I do be clipping.
I do be
I-
clipping all the time. Yeah, all
Yeah.
the time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
I do be.
Yeah,
Clipping.
I do be.
Shout out, shout out Clippers, dude.
Shout out Doobie Clippers, dude.
Well,
The doobie clip.
how long we been going right now?
We've
For a
been
while,
going
eh?
for almost an hour and a half.
Wow, we've just been chatting it up.
Well,
Damn,
Look
it's
at
been
that.
cruising.
It's
That's
been
fun.
a really fun time.
Hell yeah, it's been wonderful.
I'm honestly
Great episode.
kind of stoked to like rip into his set after just like sitting
Yeah.
here under these bright ass
I
lights,
know,
like
I know.
Yeah.
being like into a microphone
Now
on
we'll go
camera.
into the
I'm like,
darkness.
all right, let me just do like what actually feels really comfortable. Like that was
Yeah.
another thing about the workshop that I taught is it gave me so much respect and appreciation for just getting up on stage and playing music that already sounds perfect that I spent hours
Yeah.
working on because. Yeah, I mean, it's hard to like be in front of an audience, like showing people your process, narrating your process
Yeah.
while you're doing it. I'd love to do it more. I'm happy I've done it once, and I've kind of worked out like some trials and tribulations with it. 'Cause it's something that's really fun to do to share and to talk about our processes. Because
Yeah.
I think every time I've learned from like another producer, I've like gotten amazing takeaways to bring into my own
Right.
like sessions,
Hell
and
yeah.
that's what it's
Yeah.
all about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why we do this shit.
That's
Yeah.
why we started this shit. Yeah, exactly. We would just end up talking about this shit in the kitchen for hours.
Yeah.
We're like,
Should we just do this?
we should
in
just
front of a
record
camera?
this and bring over the boys and just hang out with everyone.
I love it,
Just
and
meet new people.
I believe in it so wholeheartedly.
Fuck
Hell
yeah.
yeah.
I think what you
Fuck
guys
yeah.
are doing is awesome.
Fuck
so.
yeah.
Appreciate
Thank
it.
you for coming. This
Yeah,
was
thank you
was
so
great.
much.
Yeah.
Thanks for
Thank you
having
so
me.
much.
You always know it's a good episode when it's just like, oh fuck, it's been an hour and a half. Okay,
Right.
shit, I guess. Fucking
We
call it.
cruised. We did amazing.
Yeah.
Folks, go follow Quartzzion, please. And go sub to her and to us and follow. Do all those things.
This Monday, Cheeseman Park.
Yep.
Throwing
Birthday set.
down. Got a
the-
whole sound system coming.
Stoked. Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
The 23rd, guys, we're doing the Dub Den takeover at the Black
Yeah,
Box.
May 23rd.
It's a great night to
Saturday
be at the
night.
Black Box.
Yeah, it's going to be a good night.
Yeah.
That'll be fun.
If you're watching on YouTube, it's about to end. But you
Yeah.
come to Twitch and you can watch the live set be played in about 15 to 20 minutes.
Or go into 400 Rec.
Yep.
REC,
On YouTube.
aka 400 Records. And yeah, follow that. Subscribe to that shit.
And
That's where all the sets will be.
we'll see you guys in about 20 minutes.
Yep.
Bye, chat.
Later, chat. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.